Good morning YouTube. Yes, I'm back, but I'm out for a walk at the minute. Come out to get some fresh air and do a bit of YouTubing. I can't see myself on the front of the camera, but what I've done is I've come out for a walk to get some fresh air and to basically walking up Kirby Fields or Kirby Park, whatever you want to call it. Go and have a look up there, see what's going on with what happened last Friday and everything else. I want to thank you everybody for the support to do with photography and things like that, street photography, the ethics of street photography. Somebody basically called me some absolutely disgusting names. I've seen him since, he knows who he is. He's about this tall. I won't say any more, I could name him, I've got his name, everything. The police have been informed and he's basically committed a public order offence and he will be visited by Melton Police at some point. But anyway, other than that, I thought I'd take a walk up Kirby Fields and see what's going off up here for a change. Just a nice relaxing video today, nothing major. I haven't brought a camera with me. I've just been to somebody's house who I know to put some plants in for them. So we'll turn the camera around, flip it round, have a look, see what's going on, and then I'm going to go and get a bag of chips. But yeah, I won't be doing street photography anymore. I've come to the decision that it's not worth the risk. Now, when people say keep doing it and everything else, well, you ain't the one that's had death threats. You ain't the one that's got to put your family at risk because I'm taking a photo of something and somebody's took offence to it because they think their feelings are more important than my rights. And when I said I own the copyright to your face, what that actually means is people are taking it out of context. I own the copyright to that photo of the likeness of that person's face. The likeness, because that's all it is a likeness. Photons, if you knew how a camera worked, you'd know what I mean. But here we are, just walking towards Kirby Fields. Now, we've got the Kirby Fields wanker that walks around here, haven't we? The one that likes to hide in hedges and touch himself provocatively. So if I see anything, I'll start recording and I'll go from there. See you in a minute. Now, it's not going to be a particularly long video today. I've literally just come out to get some fresh air. I don't know how well you can hear me. This is towards the Kirby Fields Park. You can see all this used to be fields when I was a kid. Not anymore. Loads of new houses built on it and everything else, and yeah, it's all right. Now, with what's been happening with certain things around town and things like that, I'm not going to talk about it. I'll still be doing photography per se, if you know what I mean. I'll still be taking photos, just not in town. I'm not going to promote Melton anymore. I'm done with it, and I actually mean it this time. I've said this before, but I actually fucking mean it. I am not going to stand there taking photos. I wasn't even taking photos of the person that accused me of taking photos. I didn't even point the camera in their direction. Now, this person has obviously got serious issues, mental health issues or whatever, but you don't take it out on somebody else. Now, I've had it on several occasions. I've had death threats, and it is not worth my safety. It isn't worth my safety. So I'll find some other way of expressing my photography and things like that. But hey ho, this is a synonymous place where people come walking the dogs and stuff. So yeah, it's a nice area. So as you can see, it's Kirby Fields Park, Melton Borough Council. I don't think the guy that hides in the bushes has actually been caught yet. But this end of town is really nice. It's quiet usually. It has had its problems. Now, thinking about it, whereabouts would the guy actually hide around here? It's quite open. Lots of dog walkers about, but he's been seen up here. He's also been seen up Fairmead, playing with his purple-headed custard chucker. Now, the kids are all at school today, which is the reason I've came up on, let's call it a day off. But I'm just going to take a look over this fence over here, because I think they're building more houses up Leicester Road end of town. Now Melton has got a lot of new homes, a hell of a lot, and it's been noticed big time. The how can I put it without sounding wrong, statistics have changed, I'll put it that way. The demographics of Melton has changed considerably. As you can see, don't know how well you can see, all this is being dug out, more homes going up at the back there. I don't know if you think it's right or wrong that this should be happening, but I mean, I don't quite know what to say other than we're living in some very strange times. Now, Melton Borough Council has recently turned over back to a Tory government. We still have to remain to see what they do. So there will be some scrutiny. I've been looking on Facebook. I've seen all the backwards and forwardsing, or the mudslinging, or the shit slinging, whichever you want to do or call it. I just say, get on with your fucking jobs, for God's sake, and stop slagging each other off. It sort of gets to the stage where you think to yourself, why are we bother voting people in if all they can do is basically shit sling at each other, as all they're worried about is their own fucking career? Going on about hate pages, this and this, that and the other, and then some, it just does your head in. It really does do your head in, which is why I've kept the fuck out of it. After what happened last time during the local elections, it was disgusting, to the point that it puts a really bitter taste in people's mouths, you know what I mean? Now I can understand there's a lot of jealousy and things. Here comes a puppy dog. So this is the Leicester Road new industrial estate. That's just off the industrial estate, the new housing estate, sorry. Now there is also one down near Lake Terrace, which is massive. Now there was a closing order, or a closure order, put in up there recently to do with county lines, drug dealing and all that sort of thing. Here's a clip of that. As I was saying, this is the new building site and everything up near Leicester Road industrial estate, which is over there. This is probably the biggest one we've had so far. Now I know that there's other planning for other places and everything else, and yeah, I mean, as you can see, loads of new houses being built, no infrastructure going in and all the rest of it. You've heard it all before. But to be fair, now I'm only being fair here, they've done a good job of it. It looks nice, it's not horrible. The only problem is, like I say, the demographic change and the lack of infrastructure within these places, which seems to be just non-existent. Now, do you reckon Starmer will be staying in with the next government and everything? I very much fucking doubt it. They seem to think they're still going to win, don't they? Let's go back through here. Again, it's a short video today. I'm not going to muck and mess about. Loads of dog walkers about. Again, this is the perfect place for somebody like the bushwanker, isn't it? The elusive bushwanker. And no, it isn't a breed of bird. It's a bloke, a pervert, a nonce, whatever you want to call him, that hides in the bushes when children are on the park, touching himself provocatively, going lovely, lovely, like that. He's a disgusting human being. He was arrested in Subway in town last time, and it was around this time of year that he was doing it last year. So there you go. Well, that's my walk done for today. I'm going to get back to my scoot. And go and get some chips for lunch. I've just filled my bike up, so It's not an issue. All I've got to do now is work out where I can and can't go just here. See you in a minute. Now there are two parks that are very close together. You've got the Kirby Fields Park and then you've got the ABC Park, what we used to know as the ABC Park, just down here, and he's been seen in there as well. Oh. It is a nice day, I must admit. It's a lovely day to be out and about. It's nice and cool. Yesterday was absolutely fantastic. I went for breakfast because it was my wedding anniversary, and as I said before, I'm not going to be doing street photography any longer. Again, I've weighed up the pros and cons and everything, and I just don't think it's worth the risk from death threats. And people seem to think that I've been called, oh you twat, you know, all the names that you usually get. No, I've had death threats and things like that, and I've got a family to think about. Now I can stick up for myself, as people know. I'm not the confrontational type of person, but to call what he called me shouting out in the middle of the street the P word with hundreds of people about can ruin somebody's life, because people have a tendency to, let's just say, join the witch hunt, and that really annoyed me. It was lucky I didn't kick off. Very lucky. See you in a minute. Now just here I used to get on like a plastic little tractor and race it all the way down this hill to the bottom. You can't do that anymore. People complain, and it's health and safety. It's a very tidy area, very tidy. In fact, it's really nice. Now this part here has been here for quite some time now, at least 15 years, maybe even 20. And as I said, when I was a kid, all of this would have been fields. The whole lot would have been all fields. Now this end of town is very patriotic. It's got flags on the lamp posts going down the main road and everything else, which is good, in my opinion. Some people might not like it. That was when all the raise the colours was happening and everything else. That seems to have died down a little bit with recent events, but the far left are trying to push their narrative harder than ever with the local elections coming up, running smear campaigns left, right and centre. Look at the channel, you'll see most of them untrue. I said most, but there you go. So as I approach the ABC Park, where the guy, the bushwanker, likes to come sometimes. Now there's rumours that he gets dropped off and stuff like that. These are rumours, speculation, whatever you want to call them. I hope he gets caught very, very soon. He's a dangerous person and should not be anywhere near any kids' parks, or near any kids for that fucking matter. But yeah, this area, Kettleby, you've got Kettleby Lakes at the end there. This was my old stomping ground when I was a kid. And times have changed so bleeding much that you can't even let your kids out to play until later on at night or later on in mid-evening without worrying about them and what's going to happen to them. And it's going to continue to change until we take our country back. The question is, will we? Have people got the backbone? Not like Starmer. He's got absolutely no fucking backbone whatsoever. He is a parasite that attaches himself to a host to try and hang on, and he's throwing people under the bus left, right and centre, as we know. But there you go. So here's the part that I'm talking about. He likes to hide in the bushes round here. And if he watches my videos, just be warned, I'm looking for you, mate. I'm looking for you. This has been Street Switch Photography. If you like this video, like and subscribe. go and hit the notification bell, and we'll go and have a look around some other places where he might reside. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.